Good morning, everyone. Long time no see. How's everybody doing? Weather is just frighteningly cold, isn't it? It's just unbelievable. It gets tougher and tougher for me to deal with, so I'm sure it's tough for everybody else. It's just, yeah. I am fixing dinner a lot early today because I have physical therapy, and I'm looking at me all out of shape here. So what we're going to have is, used to know it as beefaroni, but it's not going to have any beef in it. But it's going to have a couple other things that when I used to make beefaroni, I never added. And the only pasta that I had was this ziti that it doesn't have the ribs in it. And it's just called ziti number 28 at San Giorgio. So I cooked a half a box of that, and I sauteed some onions. It was a regular yellow onion, and some green pepper, a little less than a half an onion, and a whole green pepper. Just enough to soften them up because they're going to go in the crock pot and they'll have plenty of time to soften up. And I'm going to use the oil sprayer so that I can spray my crock pot. And I have jarred sauce. This time I happen to have bertolli. Garlic in the jar. Cream cheese. I'm going to use like a chunk of that. Like this is approximately 4 ounces. I'll probably use 2. And then some ricotta cheese. And Italian seasoning. I have, it's called toned Italian spaghetti. And it has everything in it. Onions, spices, bell pepper, parsley, garlic, and on and on. So I have my pasta cooked and it's draining in the sink, and I've sprayed my pan. My crock pot. I'm gonna go around here a little bit more. I didn't use the whole box of pasta. When you cook your pasta and you're adding salt, make sure you wait until the water boils before you put your salt in. Otherwise you will pit your pot, and once that happens, you can't do anything about it. Now I'm gonna use about a teaspoon of, maybe even less, of garlic. Actually, what I'll do is I'm going to put this in with the pepper and onions, and the ricotta cheese I'm going to wait a bit on. The Italian seasoning. Let me see if I can put you up higher. I don't think you're up high enough. I have to improvise here. I don't know if you'll fit on this stuff. No. Let me just see if I can get the legs raised on the stand. One side, 2 sides, 3 sides. Let's see if we can go up. Come on. There we go. Let me see where we need to be. Oh. Too high. We'll do it. We'll have to leave it where it was because it needs to be probably lower. And I don't have anything to put it on that will be lower that would actually, you'd be able to see into it. So anyway, I have my pasta in the sprayed crock pot, and I'm going to put in my pepper, onion, garlic, and then I'm going to put in the Italian seasoning. I don't know what that's going to be, probably 1.5 teaspoons. I'm going to stir that around a bit, mix that up good. It smells really good. Peppers and the onions. I cooked the peppers and the onions just al dente, and I did that with the pasta also because they're going to be in the crock pot for some time. Probably 3 hours anyway, or close to it. Now I'm going to dump my sauce on top, and maybe we'll just get a little squirt of water so we don't leave any in the jar. I have to recycle my jar, so I put it right there, and I have to wash that out and put it in a recycle bucket. I know some of you don't do that, depending on where you live. Alright, I have my pasta sauce mixed in with my pasta. Now, you can do this with, brown ground beef, or you can also use, which I've done, the soy, because my daughter's a vegetarian, and what I would do then would be it's ground up like hamburger, and you put the soy into the frying pan, and then I would put it in with a little bit of oil, and that's where I would saute my green peppers and onions, because what happens with the soy is it picks up the flavors of what you cook, and it really isn't all that bad. It's actually pretty good. I don't mind it at all. It doesn't give you any grease, obviously, and it just has a little bit different taste, almost like it's a little chewy. But when you have sauce and your vegetables and you're sautéing it, it's not bad at all, and it's a good change from red meat. We were at the neurologist the other day, and the neurologist told my husband that, well, both of us, that you eat what you eat is what how your brain behaves, and that you need you really do need 8 ounce glasses of water a day, because your brain thrives on it, and you need to stay away from red meat. We don't do too much red meat around here. We do some chicken, a lot of salads. We do sometimes, especially this time of the year, like the fish fillets or even fish sticks. But we probably only eat maybe red meat less than once a month. I don't know if that's okay or not, but anyway, that's what she suggested, and it sounds like it makes sense. Now I'm going to put in, like I said, about 2 ounces of cream cheese. I'm going to cut it up a little bit so that it can, my hands are clean. I just got the spaghetti out and washed my hands. And then this is Philadelphia brand, the Kraft, which in my opinion is the best, but you can use anything that you have. It's also, of course, the most expensive, but then let's not get into that. And then we're going to get a clean spoon, and I'm going to put some ricotta in there. This is made with whole milk. This is the Hannaford store brand. Stir it just a little bit because some liquid has come to the top. And again, I probably will use a quarter. Yeah, about a quarter of a cup, maybe just a little bit more. And I'm not going to stir that in yet because I'd rather wait until toward the end. And then at the very end, I'm going to use some shredded cheddar. And what could be wrong with shredded cheddar? Well, actually, I do have, I have mozzarella, so we'll see. I like mozzarella too, especially for something like this, so maybe I'll use just a little bit of both. But this is what we have. And this is what's going in the crock pot. It's pretty heavy for a half a container or a box of pasta. So in a little while, I have to go for physical therapy. I'm still doing that. I think I'm doing that into May. That's why I'm t-shirt and pants that you can roll up. It lasts about an hour and 15 minutes. And I'm at the point now where I'm like, but I know it's good for me because my knee still hurts. And they said it would. It was taken care of in January. It's much, much better. Other than that, we haven't done anything around here because it's been so cold. We're only running errands and going out when we have to go out. I did get a car to replace the car that I had the accident in when somebody rear-ended me 2 days before Christmas. I didn't hear anything from her insurance company, so they didn't compensate for her mistake. They were saying that they were trying to determine how much culpability she had. I don't know, I always knew that, or thought I knew, that culpability was yours when you rear-ended somebody. Anyway, that's the story. So, it's a black Hyundai Tucson SE. Doesn't have all the bells and whistles. That's okay with me. Actually, it has a little less bells and whistles than my 2018 Mustang. But again, what I wanted was room in the back seat, which I have, and I wanted room to put groceries in the way back, as I call it, or the hatch. And I have that. So I'm blessed. I can't complain. Other than that, everything's good. Everybody's got a little bit of a cold, but again, that's the weather. And I do resent my sister, though, because she's basking in Florida. And I don't know what temperature, but I'm sure it's much higher than when I woke up this morning and looked at the thermometer, and it said 28 degrees. And yesterday it was so windy it would blow you away. Literally, it was 30 to 40 mile an hour wind gust. My furniture that I had brought out because there were a few warm days was blowing around the yard, so I had to run out and grab that and put it somewhere where the wind wouldn't hit it. Anyway, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Thank you so much for joining me. Please give me a thumbs up. Try that recipe. It's, as you saw, was really easy to do. The hardest part is sauteing your green peppers and onions, and par cooking or cooking al dente, a little bit less than al dente actually, your noodles if you're putting them in a crock pot. If you're not, go right ahead and just mix everything together and you can eat it right away. Then you're ready. But I won't have enough time when I come back this afternoon, so I thought that I would get it started this morning and put everything together, and when I leave I'll turn it on and it'll be ready probably like an hour after I get back. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you. and have a great day. And if you're anywhere near where I am, stay warm.